Okay, let's run the simulation. You'll notice that I've created a table here, putting the names of each athlete. Then I've just arbitrarily put the numbers 0 through 9 here. An easy way to do this is to type in, for example, 0, 1, and I could continue typing all the way to 9, but if I just grab the first two, move to the lower right hand corner, hold the mouse button down as I'm going over the lower right hand corner, drag down, it types the rest of the numbers in for me. Right now I'm assuming that any of these numbers is equally likely, so I'm going to put for each one 1/10. There are 10 numbers, so each one of these numbers is equally likely, so I enter 0.1 and then again drag, and all the other numbers get typed in as well. So while these numbers are equally likely, what they're associated with, the athletes, well, they're not equally likely. So LeBron has a 20% chance, David Beckham has a 30% chance, and Serena Williams has a 50% chance, since they have more numbers associated with them. So now we're ready to run our simulation. So to run my simulation, I'm going to go to Data, select Data Analysis. Then the default right now is random number generation, which is what I want. I'll hit OK. Now the number of variables is the number of simulations you want to do. So for example, let's say that I'm looking at 100 people, each trying to get these 3 cards. How long is it going to take for them to get it? So I'll type in 100 and we'll run 100 simulations. Now the number of random numbers, the tricky part is that you're going to keep opening cereal boxes until you get all 3 stars. But seeing what is written in the book, I know that I'm not going to have to open, let's say, 1,000. But just to be certain, I'll just type in 50. And hopefully I'll find those 3 players before I reach my 50th box. Right now the distribution is discrete. It's just the correct default. Versus parameters. Parameters, again, is what really is governing the situation, what really is creating these numbers, and the parameters are going to be these numbers right here, the 0, 1 through 9, and the chances of those numbers. So think of it more like a 10-sided die, any side equally likely. So I'll click here in the text box, highlight the table, no names, just the numbers and the probability. Now where it says random seed, remember this is a pseudo-random program, so you need to either let the computer figure out where to start this thing at, or you can kind of control where to start this at. Either way, it's your choice. Right now you can see that it's blacked out. If that happens to you, I'm going to change my distribution to, for example, normal for a moment, and now I can enter something into the random seed. What is it that you should enter into the random seed? Pick any integer between 0 and 32,000. Okay, so for example, I'm going to pick 6,501. Again, what does this do? It puts you on a particular spot within this particular list that, again, imitates randomness. Output range, I'm going to click here. I'm going to select A21, and that's it. Now I'm going to click OK. Oops, let's try this again. And now I'm going to switch back to a discrete distribution, which is where I really want. I'll click OK. And there are my numbers. So what happened? Well, let's see. let's say my first simulation. Here is number 6, which is Serena. I got Serena, then Serena again, another Serena card. Finally, I got a LeBron card. Serena, LeBron, Serena. Come on, David. Serena, LeBron, Serena. Ah, David. So, how long did it take me to get all 3 cards? Well, I can see here that it took me 10 times, it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry, 11 times. So in this case, I had to open 11 boxes before I got all players. And there's my first data value. I'll open somebody else tries the same thing. Again, to get Serena. Serena again. Serena. Finally got David Beckham and LeBron. So there it is. How many is that? Looks like 5. So in this case, this person had to open 5. And I just keep going. Next is, again, Serena. Serena again. David Beckham. Serena. David Beckham. Serena. David Beckham. Serena. Serena. David Beckham. Serena. David Beckham. Nope, Serena again. And finally, LeBron. Took me a lot longer that time. And we'll just keep going like this. The more simulations you run, the more accurate your model will be to what really is happening. The question is, can we come up with a different system besides doing what we're doing right now, which is just empirical? Can't we theoretically come up with these same proportions? What I'm doing now, again, is just simulation. Will I get the exact proportions? No. No, I will not get the exact proportions, but it will give me a glimpse of what those proportions probably are.